You won't want to hear this. Only if you're prepared for the truth. Only if you can stand up to it. Only if you have you're unembarrassable and completely unruffled by any sensitivities to insult about the way you look, the way you behave. Continence, phenotype is the behavior, your posture, your physical presentment in a public way. What people can conclude about people, other social performers, actors, I call them, because they are initially undefined. When I come in, I should say, into the arena of confrontation and encounter in the now, I don't know what I'm up against. I don't know what's going to be thrown at me. I don't know the encounter. I don't know the confrontation. I don't know the results. It's a fight. It's a struggle. He's in the struggle in the arena. He only brings with what he has in the now. Who he is, what he is only what is seen, is presented objectively. He objectifies the subjectivities. Only what is seen and what is presented and what is forged on so many different levels in the communication and the struggle in the arena, the confrontation and counter resistance and pushback and competition, with no entitlements, no equity, no fair play, no rules for fair play. That exists only on paper. Now you're in the real world. Now you're in the man's world. Now you're in the gutter politic world of cold, hard reality. Now it's a struggle. Now you're going to have to learn to ask for what you want in as clear, definitive, and aggressive, bold, and reckless way as possible. What you have to back it up with no expectancies of any outcome, with no husses in mind. Nobody is going to intervene for you. The big guys took the last train out to the coast. We're the big guys. We're the guys who are going to back me up. Where's my posse? Who's going to back me up? Who's going to talk for me? Where's my talker, my big talk to back me up? Well, he done gone. He took the last train. The boys took the last train to the coast. You're all by yourself. I guess you're all by yourself right here. I guess you're all by yourself, all by your lonesome right here to make it or break it. What I say and do will make me or break me. Nobody is to blame. It is what it is. What about a consolation? What about if I lose, and I'm going to lose because I'm so badly outclassed? I'm a short man. I'm barely 5'3", fighting to stand 5'3". I've got a big, fat 46 inches of belly. And I got a big moon face, as you can see, and large features, as you can see. This is what my opponent sees in the arena. Help! Help! And I look around, and everybody walked out. Even God walked. Even the notion of a God, whatever that may be, he's gone too. I'm all by my lonesome to figure out a way to win it or lose it. It'll make or break me. And the key to it is to run and embrace that reality, not away from it, right into it, and love it, because that's where you're going to learn something. How else can it get better? He confronts that terrible, that horrible reality, that horrible pushback in the arena in the now, and find out what he's got going. It's just like when you're with a woman. You don't know. You're just talking. You're on a talking level. Bah, 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 yeah, bah. One yips, the other yammers, both yowl. But you never know what you got unless you close the physical gap. That's all I'm going to say on that. For what do you call it? For being tactful and being as euphemistic in my language as I possibly can, so it's listenable. But the only way is you're going to have to take a physical risk. And there you're going to be rejected. It's one thing, my friend, to be rejected verbally. That's one thing. But when you're rejected conclusively, definitively, literally pushed away physically, That's another thing altogether. That seals it. That cinches it. And you have to be able to do that. And this takes maturity and philosophy to say, hey, no means no. No means no, however it's said. And then walk away. And tell yourself there are others. You don't become addicted to the presence. There are others. And whatever you may be thinking of doing in retaliation for that severe and horrific insult, don't do it. Don't do it. Walk away. That's all I can say to that. Just walk away. Don't think of it as a loss. Think of it as a gain, because remember, the best words you're ever going to hear is, everybody's replaceable. There are substitutes. Nobody is necessary. Everybody's replaceable. Find a way. It's called the transmutations, the church of the transmutations. Once you know everything there is to know about yourself, where you're vulnerable, and you learn that in the arena, will tell you where you're vulnerable. And you use comparisons like, I'm 5'2.5", and I compare myself to my Adonis, my pretty boy privilege, my so-called looker, my jock, my superstar, my social superstar playboy. Only for motivation. Only for motivation. That tells me I got to drive iron. I've got to drive iron and build my body tough and hard and unbreakable. And then come steaming back into the arena, punching back. It's like the great champion Rocky Marciano said, keep on punching.